LEGO has made over 30 beards, varying in size, shape, and color. And since good facial hair can make or break the look of your custom figs, knowing what beard to use is crucial. But if you struggle to memorize all those beard pieces LEGO has produced over the years, fear not, this is the video for you. This is the first LEGO beard. Released in 1993 for the Dragon Masters sub-theme, it was worn by Magisto the Wizard. Since 1993, it has appeared in Pirates, further Castle sets, and on Harry Potter's Dumbledore from 2001 to 2010. It's been produced in white, light gray, light bluish gray, black, and once in tan in the 2009 Grand Carousel. This beard has two parts that spike upwards around the neck, which makes it incompatible with a lot of helmets. It did mesh perfectly with this long hairpiece commonly used on Dumbledore minifigs though, and that piece was specially designed to fit with it. The beard was also used on early Santa minifigures. Despite its prevalence, it has not appeared in a set since 2014. After that classic beard, LEGO wouldn't design another until 2001, when for their new Harry Potter theme they created this Hagrid minifigure. Hagrid's beard was rubberized and only ever produced in black, but it was used until the Harry Potter line ended in 2011. It's a great piece for Hagrid, but it looks a little strange on any other minifigure. In 2007, Castle sets took a turn into fantasy and pitted trolls against dwarves. Modeled pretty clearly off Lord of the Rings, these dwarves wore two new beard pieces, a dark brown beard with braids and a looser tied-off beard that came in dark orange and black. Other than a CMF dwarf in 2011, these beards were exclusive to the dwarf-themed Castle sets. I really wish these would be brought back, as their detailed design still holds up today. There wouldn't be another beard design until 2010, when LEGO made this piece for the Series 1 Cavemen CMF. The piece here was in black, but since then it has only been made in dark brown or reddish brown. It's appeared on the Build-A-Minifigure table a couple of times, and is fairly common these days. In 2011, the launch of the Ninjago theme introduced this wispy beard for Sensei Wu. While Sensei Wu has seen many redesigns in the subsequent 13 years, his beard has not, and its only alternate colors are gold and black. 2011 also saw the introduction of this smaller beard in the Series 3 Fisherman CMF. It would take a couple of years before it reached broader production, but today it's one of the most common beards of all. Its smaller reach down the minifig's torso is ideal for minifigs with cool torso prints that you don't want to hide, and it's been produced in white, gray, dark orange, orange, and reddish brown, and is repeatedly used for Santa minifigures and medieval characters. The Pirates of the Caribbean theme was sadly short-lived, but it gave us two great beard pieces, Blackbeard's highly detailed and specially printed beard, and the tentacle beard of Davy Jones. Due to their great detail, neither piece is really ideal for use in custom minifigures, but they're excellent elements in their own right. Then came 2012, a superb year for all fans of fantasy, as we got the launch of Lord of the Rings sets in January and the Hobbit sets in December. The most enduring beard contribution of these sets has been Gandalf's beard. It's been used on every version of Gandalf the Grey, and despite a decades-long gap from the last Lord of the Rings set until the modern Rivendell, it's never really gone out of production. Modern Dumbledore minifigures have used the beard in grey, white, and gold, and the modernized Magisto uses it, and it's cropped up in some Ninjago sets as well. It featured in only 4 sets in black, including one Marvel set, and the black color remains the only one currently not in production. LEGO produced a separate beard hair combination piece for Gandalf the White, which only featured in the Battle of the Black Gate. Buying this piece today will cost you between $20 and $50. The piece was repurposed with extra printing for the beard on Saruman, which came in a much cheaper set. On the topic of wizards, LEGO made a Radagast minifigure in one set, wearing this hat-beard combination piece. It's incredibly detailed with an awesome hat, bird droppings printing, and easy compatibility with a cape. That said, its specificity to the character does mean that it was never made again. The Lord of the Rings sets also introduced Gimli's beard, an excellent piece very similar to the 2007 Castle beards, with the braids hanging down the front and the back. The piece is exclusive to Gimli, but that minifigure itself came in a wide range of sets and isn't that expensive. Now on to the part where things really take off, the dwarves of the Hobbit sets. There's a lot of them here, so let's jump in. Starting off with Bombur, whose beard piece also includes a bald spot and his oversized belly. While highly unflattering, it's a great piece for a medieval peasant in a prosperous village. Next, we have Beaver, whose black and gray beard has a very unique printing pattern down the front. The piece does have an axe stuck in Beaver's head, but if you ignore that, it's a great piece for Vikings or barbarians as well as dwarves. Third up, Owen's beard and a hair combo piece with dark gray hair and white printing. Like the prior two, this only came in one set, and I really like it, except for that weird bit of hair sticking up in the back. It might be accurate, but it looks goofy nonetheless. Fourth, we have Glowin's beard. I love this piece, it's pretty much perfect for a dwarf, and it's a real shame we only got it in one set. They definitely should have remade this piece in white for Rivendell. It'd look much better than the white recolor of Gimli's beard and hair that they settled for. 5th, we have Dwalin's beard. This is an all-around excellent piece, and in addition to appearing in both versions of Dwalin, a dark orange variant was used for Dane Ironfoot in 2014, and more recently, a white variant was used for Professor Flitwick in a Harry Potter set. Dwalin's brother Balin wore this beard-hair combo, also an excellent piece, and one that was recolored for a later minifig, a monster in a Scooby-Doo set. The last of the Hobbit dwarves to have a beard piece was Nori, whose dark orange beard hair piece is very eccentric, although very accurate to the movie. The remaining dwarves of Thorin's company all had beards simply printed onto their faces. Lastly, LEGO made this piece for the shapeshifter Beorn. Here the head, hair, and beard are all one element, which is a major innovation at the time. Beorn only came in one set, but the demand for this fig remains low, likely due to his minor role in the movies and the low price of the set that he came in. Before we move on, I want to highlight that LEGO made these beards over a decade ago and has brought back some of them in recent times. Assuming the molds haven't broken, LEGO should really bring back more of them. Balin and Glowin in particular have excellent beards that LEGO collectors and mock builders alike would love to have access to today. There have been a couple more beards since the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit sets, many still in production today. The LEGO Movie introduced this great mustache piece, available in brown from this Series 13 Sheriff, and in black in a great number of sets. The Prospector CMF introduced this very short beard in 2014, and has been re-released in a surprising number of other colors. This is one of my favorite beards. It's so versatile and works great for dwarves and humans alike. Also in 2014, the LEGO Movie's Vitruvius introduced this long white knotted beard. It came in 2 sets in 2014, but was recently remade in gold in a Harry Potter set. I really wish this beard came in grey or was just re-released in white, as it's got a lot of potential uses. When Harry Potter was rebooted back in 2018, Hagrid got a new beard piece, this time in dark brown rather than black. It's a great piece and one much more natural for regular-sized minifigures than the prior one. It was also re-released in gold, both as an anniversary minifigure and at Build-A-Minifigure tables. Also from 2018 Harry Potter came this tied beard, very similar to Vitruvius's beard from 4 years prior. This came in 2 sets on Dumbledore minifigs and is much less messy than other wizard beards. In LEGO's failed Hidden Side theme, there was this beard that released in a whopping 4 sets. It was for a ghost sailor, however, and only came in yellowish green, so not very usable for living minifigures. In 2020, Ninjago's video game themed wave gave us this smaller pointy beard. I really like this one and I hope LEGO remakes it on an Evil Wizard sometime. It only came in white, unfortunately, but the price is fairly low. The Monkey Kid sets gave us this crazy magenta beard in 2022. I'm really not sure what to think of it, but if anyone has used it for customs, I'd be very curious to see them. The Little Mermaid set from last year had a King Triton minifigure who, like Beorn, had this head, hair, beard combination piece. I'm really not a fan of this one. It's fine, but it's nothing special, and being stuck with the same face reduces a lot of the beard's optionality. And then in 2023, Rivendell gave us this new mold for Gimli's beard. Coming in dark orange and white, this piece intrudes much less down the front of a minifig's torso, and its back braid is even compatible with the hairpiece included for Gimli. Again, it feels like a cop-out to recolor the piece for Old Glowin, but it's great to get the piece in white for custom minifigs, so I shouldn't complain. One of my favorite modern beards is this one from Dreams, used on Mr. Oz. It's a great design, similar in functionality to the 2010 Caveman beard, but the mustache and flow of the hair make the minifigure look a bit more whimsical. The new Snow White set that just released gave us 2 more beards, both in white. I'm really not a fan of these though, as I can only really think of them as neck beards. I'm sure there's a good use for them, but I have yet to see it. And lastly, we end on a beard piece that I believe LEGO really needs to recolor in more sets, since we've only got it in gold, and that's not very realistic for facial hair. This beard comes on a Hogwarts architect statue in the recent miniature Hogwarts Castle and Grounds set, and the twisted braid pattern here is really impressive. I would love a gray, white, black, or brown version of this beard for a Dwarf King, but so far it only exists in this one color. LEGO really ought to use this mold for future sets, perhaps even in a second D&D CMF wave. So, what beard is best? Well, that's a very open question, but there is a notable trend of newer beards being more accessible. The first beard was incompatible with a lot of other pieces, but newer beards have made a notable accommodation for more and more helmets and hair. The king of compatibility, though, remains the 2011 Sensei Wu beard, whose narrow profile allows it to fit into this newer hood piece, something no other beard can do, at least that I'm aware of. There seems to be an effort to standardize the compatibility of beards, but that's just a theory. Overall, beards are a wonderful way to spice up your minifigures. I hope this list was helpful to you, and if you found it interesting or informative, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video so more people like you would see it. That's all from me, thanks for watching, and have a great day.